What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another weekly portfolio update. I want to start off by saying a massive thank you to everybody who's already used my Trading 212 link down below. It really helps support the channel. But yeah, if you haven't already signed up to Trading 212 yet, you can grab a free fractional share worth up to £100 by using the first link in the description. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into the video. So yeah, we've had a pretty good week in the S&P, like in the stock market. S&P 500 is up 2.86%. If you look at the Nasdaq, we're up 4.05%. So yeah, we've had a nice rebound after the little dip, and Tesla has had a pretty good week. We are up 7.83%. Now, a lot of this was due to the Google news about how they've been training the new Gemini AI on their own chips. And like, if you're wondering what's that got to do with Tesla? Well, Tesla are also making their new chips, and obviously Elon said in the annual shareholder meeting that they're actually going to not just be buying as many chips as they can from TSMC. They're actually going to start fabricating their own, which is just shows how much conviction, how much demand that they want to have for their own chips. So yeah, people are very bullish that Tesla won't have to go to Nvidia, or Google won't have to go to Nvidia and pay like the high prices that Nvidia charges for their chips. So yeah, we've had a pretty good week for Tesla. Nice little rebound. That leaves my current position at £148,397, up 60.28%, sitting at 457 shares. Now, if you look at my other position, we've had a nice little recovery, up 19%. Yeah, I wish I had some allowance left where I could be doing some buying on that dip. Because yeah, it was looking at some like good attractive prices. But yeah, so now I'm back in the green, up 5.74%. Currently sitting in a position of £969, up £52. Obviously, my Nvidia position, I did buy pretty much at the peak, and Nvidia hasn't had a great week. Obviously, with the news coming out with Google having great success with their own their own AI chip that they've designed in-house, and that they are buying from TSMC. It is increasing the competition that Nvidia has. Obviously, I don't think Nvidia's going anywhere, but it just might mean that their margins might contract. They might have to lower prices. So obviously, competition is always a good thing, and if anything, it'll make Nvidia push and innovate more. So yeah, this doesn't mean I'm not bullish on Nvidia. I still think over the next year, 2 years, you're probably looking at a 50% gain from today's prices. So yeah, I would still think Nvidia is a buy. Obviously, not financial advice. Do your own research. And obviously, my final stock we have IRN, still down. Just because it had a massive run up. If we just look over the last year, up 250%, still up 80% in the last few months. So yeah, although I did buy down here, I was continuing to average up here. So yeah, my average price is quite high in this stock. Hopefully we return to some of the higher levels. Obviously, this is very speculative play. I wouldn't recommend you going in, or if you do go in, keep it a very small percentage of a portfolio like I have. Yeah, if we go into what my portfolio breakdown is, yeah, over the past week I'm up £11,251. So yeah, we've had a nice little recovery over the past month. We're still down from the highs that we were seeing in October. So yeah, we're down £10,000 on the month, but on the 3 months we're still up £30,000, which is insane. And on the 1 year, we're pretty much the same as the past 3 months, just because Tesla did have that massive spike in December. So yeah, that's why the gain hasn't been that great on the 1 year. Obviously on the day we're pretty flat. So yeah, ISA allowance, max it out. I'm so glad, right? We just had the budget this week, and I'm so glad that nothing meaningful has changed to stocks and shares ISAs. There was a lot of speculation about, are you going to have like 50% of your stock allocation in UK shares just because the UK government is giving you like a tax rebate, tax-free, growth. So in return, you should be able to, they're forcing you to invest in the UK economy. I get the logic of that, because when you're saving into a stocks and shares ISA, your savings is a withdrawal from the UK economy, so it actually decreases growth. And it's the same with tax revenue. When the government taxes your income, it's income that you can't spend in the economy, so that's another withdrawal. So yeah, stuff like that. I can see why they want to almost move the money that's from a withdrawal back into an investment into the economy. But yeah, this would not be the way to do it, because yeah, you'll see a massive decrease in returns for portfolios in pension. Well, not in pensions, because this won't be regulated. But if it means that people are going to have to change anyway, it's a mess. I'm glad they didn't go through with it. Obviously, I think what they were doing is they were trying to like scare everyone, so when they didn't do it, everyone would be happy with the Labour government. So yeah, that's a bit of politics for you. Anyway, so sitting at 457 shares of Tesla, 10 shares of Robinhood, 10 shares of IRN, and 1 share of Nvidia. If we look at my asset allocation, we're at 99% Tesla, 0.65% Robinhood, 0.24% IRN, and 0.09% Nvidia. And a lot of you guys be saying, yes, that is a very high allocation to Tesla, but I just wanted to clarify, this isn't my only account or investing account. I do have other investing accounts where I'm not investing in Tesla, I'm investing in other stuff. But the reason why in this account Tesla is such a high percentage is because I just see there being so much growth that I need to take the most advantage of this, tax-free growth that you get in the ISA. Whereas if I was to, balance my portfolio in my stocks and shares ISA to then just have Tesla in my general investor account, where I'm going to have to pay tax on all those gains, that's kind of, why you see such a big allocation to Tesla. Obviously not financial advice, but on a worst case scenario, over the next 3 years, I do think Tesla is going to like 3x from its current position. So yeah, my 2028 like worst case scenario price target is about $1,300 a share, which is 3x from today. So yeah, that's why I'm so heavily invested in Tesla. I do not recommend you copy me, because I'm in a very unique situation where I'm young, I could afford to lose all this money. Like if all of this went to zero tomorrow, my quality of life wouldn't change at all. Obviously, I would not want that to happen, but yeah, it wouldn't drastically affect me. So yeah, I do not recommend you copy my portfolio. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share if anyone else might be interested. That's it for me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.